Good evening, everyone. We are back. The show is called TBR SSF Show. I'm sure you've noticed that I sent a message that I'll be away till the end of the month, which is June. But we have a very big one, which is Bafana Bafana, of course. It's do or die. It's one game that we should win at all costs. If you look at our position as far as uh, the qualifiers is concerned. So this is a very, very big game for Bafana Bafana. It's a make or break. Of course, you want Bafana Bafana to proceed to the next round, which is second round, or the knockout stages. That will be an achievement, okay, if we go to that level. I'm sure you are enjoying this World Cup. This World Cup is so exciting. And not only exciting, the big boys are coming to the party, which is quite excellent. So those are some of the things that makes us really feel that this World Cup it's one of those World Cup that is a very nice one. We all enjoy. As you can see there, in terms of the standing, we are on the bottom of the log with 1 point, having played 2 games. Remember, we lost our first game, then we drew the second game, and then Mexico, they've already qualified. I think it's a good thing for Mexico to qualify. Remember, Mexico is one of those countries that are the host. So it would be very, very good for the host to qualify because that keeps the momentum going in terms of the support. You can imagine if the host are not making it, and it's exciting. It's real exciting. Number one, it's Mexico, 6 points, followed by South Korea, whom will be playing this coming morning at 3 o'clock. We'll try by all means, all of us, to wake up and try to watch the game. Very difficult, but we'll have to do it and see whether are we proceeding to the next round or actually what's happening. I listened to the coach Hugo Bros speaking in terms of the readiness. What I like about Hugo is a very positive coach, very motivated. Believing. Believing is important. He believes that they'll do well. So, yeah. So we are looking forward to do well, and then the boys are doing well, and then we are somehow respected now in Africa. If you can watch, look in terms of the games that we have played so far. We have Egypt on top, followed by Morocco. Morocco, they are really doing well. And then I see Morocco proceeding to the latter stages. Remember, the previous World Cup, they went up to the semi-final. And then I think they even went to the knockout stages. And then Ghana is always a powerhouse, like Cote d'Ivoire. Those are the big boys. Algeria and Cape Verde. I'm very much impressed with Cape Verde. Cape Verde is a very small country, but you see they are pushing above their weight. This is good. DR Congo, these are the teams that used to do well. Very disappointing that we are at the bottom. And then I see Senegal here. Maybe the standing was done before they play, which says they haven't played any game or no game. I mean, no win, and then they didn't draw, and then so we'll see. But we are looking forward to see. I don't know what's your take. Do you think we'll do well as Bafana Bafana? And then, of course, I've got that belief that we'll do well. I saw the coach doing an interview with Stolle, and that was a player that I was thinking is a weak link for us. Um, so this gives me an indication that the coach is going to play him. But let's trust the coach. Let the coach do what he thinks is correct. Then we'll judge him thereafter to say, because our game, the game that we played last time, especially against Mexico, very disappointing. We seated at the back, and I don't know what was the reason of us to play low block, defending. And then, but the second game, I saw the coach change the squad a bit, loosen up. There was Mufukeng, there were those players that we thought they can give us something to write home. And although we played a draw, even that one, so but at least there was something. And then Tebza scored a goal, and then he's a hot potato. We hear that he's wanted now in Saudi Arabia at the age of 28, 27. Maybe it's a good time for him to leave. But Tebza is doing well. We know that Tebza has netted so many sponsors, and Tebza is my homeboy. Some of you might not know. I was born in Harrismith. I grew up in Bethlehem. Although I spent most of my time in Tembisa, if you ask the Tembisians like Panyaza, they will say I'm a Tembisa. I grew up in Bethlehem. But when the school had closed, I'd always be here in Tembisa, helping my uncle who was running a business and then working there and so on. But when people ask me where do I come from all those three areas. I was born in Harrismith, grew up in Bethlehem, spent a lot of time in Tembisa, and now I'm in Kempton Park. So Tebza is my homeboy. Now, the other good thing that I need to show you, TBR, we've got our own cup now, as you can see now. People whom our customers, as we get successful business from them, we will therefore, give them these cups written TBR. So, yeah. This is one game, we are looking forward to it, and we want to see how are we going to, do as far as this game is concerned. As I said, Tebza, we got the news that he is a hot potato. Everybody's looking to sign Tebu Mokoena. And if I may touch a little bit about Tebza, Tebza is one player who shows a lot of discipline. I like the way when he left SuperSport to join Mamelodi Sundowns, the manner it was done by him, it shows that he's got the discipline. Mamelodi Sundowns showed an interest, and then Tebza was aware he also wanted to go to Mamelodi Sundowns because he knows that Mamelodi Sundowns, and then they'll pay a very good money, not to say other teams are not paying. Because we don't know, because you are not being told. But the fact of the matter, we understand that Mamelodi Sundowns, they're doing well. Remember, they've just received a huge bonus after winning the CAF Champions League. And then Dr. Patrice Motsepe has already indicated that they're going to share that money. That also adds in terms of the incentive that Mamelodi Sundowns players are getting. And now Tebza, like I said, he has netted a huge sponsors. And then that is why I say Mufukeng, for me, I would love him to stay here and then do well and get sponsors rather than going overseas. But in any case, that is his choice. Remember, his father his choice wants him to go and play overseas. Yeah, of course, I saw, Lionel Messi doing extraordinary things a day before yesterday, and then he scored 2 goals. He could have scored 3 because he missed the penalty. But it shows another element of Lionel Messi. The man has got this strong mind. Having missed the penalty, not many people can come back like that. Now, I was watching one of the podcasts. They were analyzing why Messi is so adored by the players of Argentina. All right. Apparently, the players of Argentina, they like him because he makes them feel at home. Remember, the majority of the players who are playing now, they grew up idolizing him. Take that into consideration. They grew up idolizing him, and now they are his teammate. Enzo Fernandez, he's explained it nicely that when I was young, I think he even wrote a letter to Messi. But now they're teammates. Messi does not make them feel that I'm the star. You guys, he's with them. He gives them a very good environment. He plays cards with them. He plays whatever game that they play. And then even if they are young, he doesn't show them that you are not at my level. So that kind of an attitude is not shown. Although I've picked up that some of the Portuguese players are complaining that, Ronaldo, I don't know, he doesn't treat them well and so on. Maybe it's a question of pressure. Yeah, I think it's pressure because of pressure. So, yeah. So they won 2-0. And of course, France, France won 3-0. Kylian Mbappe scored 2 goals. Kylian Mbappe is on fire. This World Cup, as I said, it's very, very exciting. All the big boys are coming to the party. Kylian Mbappe scored 2. Erling Haaland scored 2. Ronaldo scored 2 yesterday. Messi's already at 5, which is quite encouraging to see that the big boys have come to the party, and then they are lighting. They're igniting this World Cup. I've picked up that Neymar has been given a green light to say he may be able to play. So if Neymar will be able to play, so that is going to add an element of star-studded players who are in this World Cup. And remember, for any tournament or any event, for it to do well, you need those good players, those stars, and then to come to the party. Because once those stars are there, people are looking forward to go and watch them. It's a very exciting event. And then, so if the stars are coming to the party, they even make it more nicer. So yeah, it was nice to see Ronaldo scoring 2 goals. So this is going to ignite this World Cup going forward. And I must say, remember, prior to that, we were told that the prices are too high, and then we thought we were going to see empty stadiums, but guess what? The stadiums are full. The numbers are really, really, really shocking. I remember at some point you may not like him as a politician, Donald Trump. He said it at some point that this is going to be one of the World Cup that will surprise a lot of people. It's going to be very successful. It looks very successful, and not yet even the second round, right at the beginning. And then, having said that, we're asking ourselves, myself and Pete, and say, because the prices there are very expensive, who's paying for this for these supporters? So we all want to know who's paying for the supporters, of course. So yeah, we will see what's going to happen, and we'll continue to watch the game very strongly and see how far do we go as a nation. Having a World Cup, it's exciting. Look at Morocco, and then apparently they are also now thinking of what you call bidding for the World Cup, for the next World Cup, Morocco. So yeah, so those are some of the exciting news. If you hear those news that Morocco, they are bidding for the World Cup, because I think Morocco is a powerhouse. They've done well in the last World Cup, and then they are also doing well now as we speak. So there's quite a lot happening in our football. All right. And then, of course, why not? Maybe we need to share the good news about Cristiano Ronaldo. He was playing and then he scored 2 goals. What a great thing. All right. He scored 2 goals because after the first game, and then after he failed to score, there was wara wara and so on. Well, wara wara in terms of his performance. I believe that Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the best player in the world today. He's number 2 to Messi. For me, he's number 2 to Messi. I don't know to you. And then having scored 2 goals, the Ronaldo fans, they've started now to make noise now. But this debate of Ronaldo and Messi, to me, it's neither here nor there. You listen to all former players who played, even those who played with Ronaldo. They've come now to accept that, you know what, there is no way you can compare the two. Lionel Messi is way above. He's way above. He's a genius. And now his personality also makes it very exciting. If you get the news that this man likes his what you call, like his teammates, he treat them well, and then he does not separate them, does not say I'm a star, I'm above the rest of you. All right. Now let's see. When I was talking about Tebogo Mokoena, apparently in terms of the goals scored in the World Cup by South Africans, Tebogo Mokoena is number 3. Number 1 is Sean Bartlett, having scored 2 goals together with Benny McCarthy. Then at number 3, of course, the numbers they tie. Tebogo Siphiwe Tshabalala, Katlego Mphela, Bongani Khumbale, Quinton Fortune, Lucas Radebe, Siyabonga Nomvet. They all scored 1 goal. So Tebogo Mokoena maybe can increase his tally. And as I said, he is in demand. We are told that in Saudi Arabia, they are thinking of getting his signature to go there. I don't know whether you also you think it's high time that Debza should now move um, to Saudi Arabia and make money for himself. So yeah, maybe you also have a view, and then yeah, that would be nice to see Tebza maybe to go and get money for himself. Why not? We want them. Remember, it's not about playing. Tebza at some point is going to retire, and when he retires, he wants to make sure that his family is looked after. And what I like about Tebza, he liked his mom so much, which is quite good. But what I know about kids, they love their mothers. We as fathers, we come last. I was talking to one friend of mine, but he's late now. Kesla Masego, a very good chap, and he told me another nice story. He said, we used to call each other Foza. He said, Foza, you know what? Because he struggled to get some money for the child to go overseas in Atlanta, to be precise, to continue with her studies. And then once the child got the money, and then the child is now in Atlanta. So the child, when she calls, she would always talk to the mom more than him. He said, Fosa, but this is not good. Why does she has to talk to the mom more than me? I said, Fosa, but let's look at it this way, Fosa. If you are to be honest yourself, who did you prefer between your dad and your mom? Then he started singing, said, hey, Fosa, you're absolutely right. My mother would come first. You know, it's even myself, my mother would come first. Although I was fortunate, I was in a position, both of them, they were fond of me. But it's a given. It's a given. I always tell my children that I know you simply appreciate me, but I'm not even in that competition of like most. No, that's not what worries me. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So first, after I showed him that now we are fighting a battle that we are not going to win, then he accepted it. Now let's go to the books. Remember, okay. Let me share the books. Remember, we are a financial company, and then we always encourage you to read because that's the way to go. If you read, reading is power. First, it will give you confidence, it will give you knowledge, and then you manage your time. There's no one who's going to control you. It's not you can read anytime. You can wake up early in the morning and read. You can read at night, and then simultaneously you get a very good lesson. So that was the first book called Secrets for Becoming Rich, and then that's the second edition, and there's also the first edition. Then there's this one by a friend of mine, is late now, Nomsa Masbugo, from Emma Lasheni. The book is called Entrepreneur Awaken with a Drive. The story is so nice. Nomsa is a friend. How did I got to know Nomsa? Nomsa listened to me on SAFM. I was talking about my second book, How I Turned 500 into a Million Rand Business. Then he started to buy my books. He bought all the books. And then I think that was 2010, 2011. 2015, she invited me as a guest speaker to talk to the entrepreneurs in Malahlen. Thereafter, we became friends. She runs guest houses. She's got more than 100 rooms. And then whenever I was in that part of the world, Nomsa would always avail his rooms for me to put up there. And then the good thing that happened, he introduced me to the children. So I think I'll make a plan to go and see the children when the dust has settled. Now, that's another book. It's called Entrepreneur Awakening. The other one is this one. It's Luther Libelo. It's called Consciousness of Being God. This guy has traveled. This guy has worked for SARS, has worked for many institutions, and he's running his consultancy. He works places like Namibia, Botswana. Very intelligent young man, Luther. I like listening to his thoughts, his thinking. So yeah, and he's misty, you know, but what he talks about, you really like, enjoy, Luther. So that is his book. And then here's the book I was talking about, Secrets, not Secrets for Becoming Rich, How I Turned 500 Rand into a Million Rand Business. This book, you can also get it from Amazon as an ebook. So you can put it on your phone and read anytime, wherever you are. The power is in reading. All right. So you read. The big R or TBR stands for all positive R words in English. All those English words that starts with the letter R. Very positive words such as reading, research, responsibility, resilience, reflect, review, relationship, you know, responsibility. I like that, responsibility. And then taking, you know, a responsibility for whatever that you do. So those are some of the books that you can get from us. I'll be sharing others later, and then, but let's continue with the show. Let me ask again, do you really enjoy this World Cup? I do. I really, really do. I really enjoy this World Cup, although it's difficult. I'm doing my studies on the other side, and then it's really, really difficult. But what can you do? A man has to do what a man has to do. If we really wants to make it, why not? Let's move on and build whatever that we want to build. Yeah, but yeah, and then as I said, I saw Mbappe scoring nice goals. That was very impressive for me. And then I see I really said Barcelona because Messi is associated with Barcelona. I really see France and Argentina going to the finals again. Somebody was saying he wishes that we can see Spain versus Argentina so that it could be Lamine Yamal versus Lionel Messi. But what I like about Lamine Yamal, he accepts and say, you know what, you can't compare Lionel Messi with anybody. Lionel Messi is Lionel Messi, the greatest player that has ever graced our sport. But if you watch Lamine Yamal, he's coming. He's really coming. The boy is talented. I don't know. According to you, who do you think will win this World Cup? Do you think France will win it? Do you think Germany will win it? Germany is doing well. Do you think Spain will do it? Do you think Argentina will do it? So I don't know who's gonna win this one. We are watching that one very closely, and then we hope to see that everybody, is going to give us the entertainment that we are looking for. And then, it was also nice to see that the team from Iran is also there, which is good. The team from Iran is also there. And for me, that's exciting. That is why they say sports bring people together. So that's very important. So it's very exciting. Remember that Iran and America, they're involved in a very fist fight. And then, so we are watching very closely what's going to happen. But now, let me just talk the news of World Cup. All right. Um, I don't know whether you guys are aware that was Messi's birthday yesterday. He's now 39 years old, and then everybody has been saying this man at 38 is still doing what he does. He's a genius. He's incomparable. You cannot compare him with anybody. Yes, Ronaldo scoring goals, but Messi is a love to watch. If you watch his football is exciting. Look how many stars, whether it's celebrities, film stars, other stars, you know, Messi has 10 America upside down. This man is a genius. He's a genius. He's a very good player. He's my favorite player. Those who follow my show, you know by now. Look, in the scoreboard, Messi is leading with 5, followed by Kylian Mbappe with 4, Erling Haaland with 4, which is quite good because now we see the stars scoring, and that makes everybody enjoy what is happening in the World Cup. Because, and I hope Neymar will come to the party. I'm happy that he has been given a clean bill of health. He can start playing again. If they don't win, I'm not so much impressed by Brazil. Brazil is a powerhouse, but I am not so much impressed by Brazil so far. And now, in terms of Messi has broken a number of records. One of them is this one, the all-time top goal scorer. 18 goals. He has broken the record of Miroslav Klose. and now it's at 18, and we are still doing the first round. And the good news, we are told that Scaloni is going to refresh the squad. He's going to make sure that he add other players. But you know, we are also told that Messi is gonna be there. He's gonna play, so which is good because although he says apparently say he may play 45 minutes. Look, if you watch at the World Cup, everybody I think is there to watch what Messi does. Messi has caused a hype in the World Cup. So yeah, so it's gonna be very exciting and see what's happening. Remember, he's always either leading or among the top leaders, one way or another. So that's how good this guy is. He defines the game. He defines the game, and then yeah, it's really exciting. And remember, we are not at top 16, but already we are seeing amazing things happening. And then, what is your best moment? I'm sure you also have your best moment so far that we have seen. And then, as far as the 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 cup is concerned. But let's look at some of the results. I cannot look at all of them. There are many these games. Okay, let's look at some of the results and then and see what happened. That was yesterday's results, if I'm not mistaken. Portugal, they won their game 5-0. And then England, they played 0-0. Hey, I'm sure Pete is disappointed, man, against Ghana, but they were playing a powerhouse. Ghana is not a pushover. It's one of those strong teams in Africa who always come to the party. And then Croatia, they won 1-0 against Panama, and Colombia, they've won 1-0 against Cote d'Ivoire. Colombia has come to the party. Colombia has just reminded everybody that, hey, you know what? Because they used to be a good squad, Colombia. Now, let's look. Leaders in terms of assist. All right. Alexander Isak. I used to like this young man while he was still playing at, I think it was Atletico Madrid. No. It was Real Betis. And I thought he would go to Barcelona. It never happened. And then he's one leading with 4. Okay, no, 3. And then also with Michael Olise, 3. And then Ibrahim Diaz, 2. Denzel Dumfries, 2. Julio with 2. And Riven, 2. They're all 2-2, so those are the players leading. Well, Messi will always come in there. There's no way you can leave him behind. He's the leading scorer now as we speak now. And remember, and then not only that, he won 2 men of the matches already. Remember the last World Cup, Messi never won only man of the match only. He won 7 men of the matches. So in other words, for the entire duration, and he got the golden boot. No, the golden ball. The golden boot was given to Kylian Mbappe. So I'm sure Messi is chasing golden boot now. So yeah, these are some of the book that we have. This is Dr. Small. I hope we can see it. How to win the wealth game, the art of money. So yeah, as I say, you can just, if you want to empower yourself, you can just find out from us, and then we'll tell you. So that's one of the books that you can get from us. And then also, other book that I want to share is this one, which I'll show you just now. Very important because These are nice subjects for you to be able to understand what's happening. Because for you to understand, you need to read, and then learn from others. Life is like that. Learn from others, and then see, well from other people's perspective. All right. Let me share some of the book. One of the books that we sell from us is called How to Get Out of Bad Debts, Use Other People's Money and Resources to Get Rich. You can also get that book from us. Very simple. All right. Remember, those members who becomes our clients, here's a cup that will send it to you. And we'll also show you the others. And then it's called TBR. It's our cup. So you can get it. And then as long as we have signed a business successfully with you. And then here's another book that I want to show. The book by Andile Mkritama, The Gupta Family versus the Stellenbosch Mafia. So those are some of the books. If you want to learn, if you're into politics, I think it's a nice read. Here's another one by Robert Marawa, Grim Shelele. This book, you can read it. It's so nice, fascinating. I read the book. I really enjoyed. He was putting everything on the table. If you want to understand the politics of football, from the eyes of Robert, this book, it's a very nice one to read. And then at the end, you'll see I'll be showing you the book by Chomani Chomani. It is on its way. Chomani wrote his biography. Remember, Chomani has his podcast, so you can check on that one. So, and it's nice if all people have podcasts, because people have different stories to tell. And the more people have an abundance of choice, the better. Okay? So we cannot monopolize. In the past, the news have been monopolized. Now, I hope you enjoyed. And then my prediction, Bafana will win 1-0, if not 2-0, this game. 2-0, Bafana. And then, and I can tell you, Bafana will be on fire. Although they're complaining about the heat, but I hope they'll adjust. So now, if you please subscribe and comment and like, give us the like and so on. I thought that we wouldn't do the show. I think on Saturday we'll do another one because we still have to do the post-match. Bafana. Bafana, go on. Go and represent us. Go to the next round because we still want to see you there. I thank you.
Kgotsong, ke le tsebisa ka buka ya ka e buang ka tsela yeo ke tsamaileng bophelong ba ka. Le tla utlwa ka mathata ao ke bileng le ona le katleho yeo ke e fihletseng. Hape le hore radio e nkahile jwang hore ke fetole bophelo ba ka. Takatso ya ka ke hore o fumane buka ena ya ka e tla fetola bophelo ba hao. Ya buang ke Dr. Chomani. Take it easy.